outside Holiday. Here's O'Quinn, and that one is hammered home.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Portis, the pass away. 6 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. McDermott can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 9. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. The Knicks making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Wade dishes to McDermott. The shot no good. Anthony with the defensive effort. Here's Lee, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Wade gets the bucket.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Portis. The open shot by Wade. Money from the wing. And now it's an 11-point Chicago lead.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Dishes to Carmelo. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's O'Quinn, Lee, and Gibson sends it back. And here they come. And finished off by McDermott.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Thomas gets a wide open look. New York, no good that time either. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. McDermott kicks to Gibson. 1 second left. And it goes at the buzzer!
Digging deep to hit that shot. That shows some serious guts right there.
Oh, man.
No explanation, no excuses, no hesitation, no fear. Just tremendous execution.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Bulls leading by 15, and on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Anthony out there with Kevin Seraphin. Then it's Lee, and it's Rose, and it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated as a superstar to this point in his career, and I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
So he gets them both. For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark, but it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And he gets it to go.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Rondo against Rose. Rondo drives in. There's the pass to Portis. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 6th assist on the night. New York calls timeout. Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons. Last year, they have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Chicago. Feeds to Carmelo. 6 on the shot clock. Soft touch off the glass. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, in that playoff series against the Bucks, the Bulls looked like they were primed for an upset as they started slowly, eventually pulled it together, and came in as the underdogs against the Cavs.
Here's Wade. Misses from close range.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
And the Cavs knocked out the Bulls in 6 games. Bulls went up 2-1 in the series, but didn't have an answer for LeBron. Strong effort from the Bulls, though, but they just couldn't match the firepower of the Cavs.
The Bulls leading by 14. He feeds it to Mirotic. Out to Wade. Outside Rondo. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Anthony with it. Butler covering. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Chicago timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And the Bulls did end up with the 3rd seed in the East. 33 of their 50 wins last year, Clark, coming in the Eastern Conference.
But it wasn't an even distribution of those wins for the Bulls. Against their own division in the Southeast, they played 500 basketball. They got their good in-conference record from feasting on the Atlantic teams, taking 16 wins in 18 games against that division.
Wade left side, trying to find Mirotic, gets it to him, and the Bulls with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Anthony with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
New York calls timeout. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Joakim Noah's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Rose against Rondo. Rose attacking the lead now in single digits.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
The Bulls leading by 9. The feed to Mirotic. Gibson passes to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Wade. Good D by Lee. New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Wade drives in. Mirotic dishes to Gibson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And the Bulls lead by 9. New York, they're working against the clock now. Rose passes to Porzingis. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Great. Opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 19 points for Dwayne Wade.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Butler from outside. The shot is off. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Anthony nowhere around. And again, New York with the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And he commits the intentional foul. And so they foul intentionally.
Nice numbers from D. Wade. He's got 19 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Kevin Seraphin is tapped in for Noah.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And here are the Bulls now. They led by as many as 18 points, and so they choose to intentionally foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
.30 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Yes!
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's Butler. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
From deep. Butler missing again. The drive by Lee. Count it!
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that.